He looked flawless. It was unbelievable. You see the coach keep echoing, run, 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 because he wants them to gain ground and gain speed. That receiver doing his drills like a bang-aid. Okay, the guy's turning. And he weaves you back out. That was smooth right there.
You stayed right on the line.
Yeah, stayed right on the line. It was smooth. Move and gain ground while you're backpedaling. You could tell safeties from corners in this type drill. Some of these get forward with that foot and let's gain ground. But we want you to be smooth and stay low. When you see stiffness, when you see the hands flare, the guy's not balanced, the guy's a little tight in their hip. When they get high, you don't want to see that. That's a little high. The best guy that I've seen thus far has been Darnay. Truth telling.
There you go. Work. Here we go.
Then you want to see hands. You want to make the play.
I like when they get thrown.
So we're bringing him back. He's anticipating the turn. They don't want him to do that. They want him to flip when he tells him to. It's like following instructions as well. One end.
On the end of it.
Yeah, they stand in one end.
They could have him run. That was it.
Right. Got to gain ground. See, he got to gain ground. He's thinking too much.
And the flip of the ball, I mean, makes sense.
Catch. You can see the guys who don't trust their hands too. They gear down once the ball's coming.
Get some depth.
I'll be honest with you, hearing Joe Douglas say that he wants Jamal Adams because of all that craziness going down at the trade deadline, and I know he's from the Dallas area, and the Cal changed the locker room, and you know, hope Sam Darnold grows into obviously the quarterback that everybody thinks he can be, and the leader by the Jets and introduced to the media. He spends a day at a local children's hospital. I mean, you can't teach leadership skills, you don't. To have Adams be the dog in the locker room, you got to have that sort of thing.
You're the freedom way.
I know that, but though I know that you.
I think that was a miscommunication though through that whole process. I think they're very much on the same page right now.
You're going to be a Jet, or you're going to be with a team for the rest of your career. That means you're gone. I'm telling you what I know. I heard that a few times. I thought I was going to be a Brave forever.
You're still on the Reds payroll, right?
I knew you was going to say that. How did I know you were going to say that? Same drill, different direction.
Look out. It's like the guy named Foot not kicking it.
Well, it's a shame that we had Larry Foote at linebacker and we have Hand playing defense. So Darnay Holmes is interesting. You watch him against Hollywood pretty well in that game. It was a good battle. This year he wasn't healthy, wasn't right, wasn't the same player. But I think when you put him inside full time, you can.
Keep running. Run through it.
You know the sad thing is a lot of guys at home right now sitting on shake and it's not over. They're saying, you know what, I could do that. I'm better than that. Just because you didn't get your opportunity to come to the combine, that does not mean that it's it. As we got Jamal Adams in right, and now the man, the myth, the legend, they just got finished talking.
Jamal at the Super Bowl. He knows how I feel.
Going through your mind.
Well, on 4-5. Wasn't excited about that, so I was really.
Slow down. Why? 4-4. Now sometimes everybody don't tell the truth to these centers now. There's a 4-5 there.
Right.
But they can't make their money there.
After that, I was so focused on these drills, man. I had
history.
Yes,
dude.
Yeah.
This is your life.
Be yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah. How you put so much pressure on yourself now? Looking at it from this view, when guys are tight, when they're stiff, they gotta loosen up. You're like, come on. We can see it. I know they.
Some guys had the confidence, some guys didn't. But like you said, this is what we do. You know, we can do this in our sleep, man. This is how we feed our family. So when I came out here.
Can you drive? We see how fluid you are? Let's watch you move. We got a great example, by the way, who's going to be joining us in just a little bit. Jamal Adams from the New York Jets. See him do this at the combine. We'll get a chance to see him do it in live game action. See him in his pedal. Watch his hips. Watch him flip and open. Nice and smooth. Open up the other way. Now track, don't get your head around right away. Track, run, then look back, find the football, finish, and then to receiver inside here. Takes it. Now he's going to have to open his hips up, get to the boundary, drive on the football, find it, poke it away. Nicely done by Jamal Adams with
Not only getting top 10 picks this year in the draft, you're getting top 10 leaders and guys who led big programs to their success this past year. I'm excited. The NFL's in good hands with the Mahomes and Lamar Jacksons and Deshaun Watsons. I think we're getting a whole new batch of great kids for the league, too.
Yeah, I hope the league continues to listen instead of reaching early because of talent and this, that, and everything on a kid that gives you all the flags that you shouldn't go there. Take him later and see if you can get lucky on it. Don't blow it on a first or a second rounder when you have so many kids who have all the intangibles you need right there.
That'll do it for you. You have to leave because you've got a Manny Petty appointment at 4 o'clock. I told you this thing wasn't going to be done. Actually, he's got to go catch a plane because he has to do a little work in the morning for Good Morning Football. But we do have a parting gift for you.
What do we got?
We did.
From Belichick to Telesco, texting you, Vrabel, all on it. Chris Ballard. Man, oh man.
Jamal, we're going to get to the safeties here in this next group.
Let's do it. Yeah.
But I was talking with the GM the other day about the fact that, man, if you look at 3 things, if you can play high, if you can play down, close to the line of scrimmage, or if you can cover in the slot.
Whether that's covering it, you believe in a box safety. You know, when I was coming out, a lot of people labeled me as a box safety. I felt very disrespected by that, man, because I can do it all.
That gives your defensive coordinator guy, depending on the week, you can deploy you in all different manner.
100%. It makes his job easy, and he lets me have fun out there, man. So I enjoy it.
Rich, you guys got to hear Jamal's perspective now that he's watching these guys go through the drill.
Oh, man, God. It's a lot different. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot different, man. Guys got to definitely come out here and relax. That's one thing that me and D are talking about, man. And everybody knows how to open up, but you got to loosen up, man. That's the main thing that me and Prime are seeing right now, is that guys are not loose, man. Then they out here jumping for these balls, man. Yeah.
Gonna be at the combine.
Golly.
There are a handful of guys in this group that were former wide receivers, and I think I got the explanation here in this drill.
Yeah, there's a handful of guys in this group that's going to safety immediately after the combine, too.
Get out of there.
Great shot there. Great shot of that. High above. Wait for it. Kendall read that well.
I was going to bring to the table, and obviously, you know, going to the Jets was a great, you know, fit for me. You know, Ty Bowles and my DB coach, Denard Wilson. You know, I just fit right in, and I learned so much from those guys. And Ty Bowles is one of my good friends, one of my favorite coaches I've ever been coached by. He taught me so much about the game because, golly, I tell you, I thought I knew the game, but
Lord Jesus.
Come on, Jeff.
Gotta stay up. Stay up.
Yeah, gotta stay up. I didn't
Looks
know
like
too
he's all
much.
right.
Hope he's good.
Stay up, baby. Shoulders down. Speed.
Or it off here. Here's Akuda. And this. Oh my goodness.
Shut it down. Shut it down for the rest of the day, boss.
Facts.
What happened?
Right.
Looked like maybe his hip.
Top 10, brother. Go sit down.
Landed on his hip hard
Right there. Definitely not a wrist or.
Young fella, if you're the first going off the board.
Well, he's competing. He's working hard.
Yeah, nah, man. Hey.
Compete with who?
Nah. You can't do that, man. First DB off the board.
Yeah,
You gotta be smooth, man.
he's my 4th overall player. In the next corner is C.J. Henderson, who is 25.
Competing, just, you know.
Yeah, that's how he's wired.
So he's wired to see a ball in the air, go get it.
I applaud him for that.
Yeah.
But
On this drill.
true.
Nah, at all.
Nobody said that when I said the quarterbacks ain't competing. No, everybody went quiet on me. Everybody went silent on me now. I'm just asking you, why do the quarterbacks get off there and the DBs don't? And he is certainly, by far, separated himself from any other DB out here, but he's out here competing.
Well, I wish I saw Joe Burrow spin it here myself.
I'm curious to see how it's going to change. Like, remember, Quentin Nelson coming out was so unbelievable coming out of Notre Dame. She took it. She got a pretty good score. She said, your turn. I said, oh, no. I'm not taking that now.
But as we're watching this drill here, and we'll get to this drill, team specific.
Yeah,
The Giants are known for their huge psychological testing.
That's what they're talking about.
They've been to the Super Bowl in a long time. What kind of test they taking?
Boy.
I mean, what does the drill that you could do on your own? It's the W drill. Like, if you don't have anyone else to work out with, you don't have any receivers, any coach, put 3 cones out there and do this drill. This W drill, down, your shoulders automatically go down. If the chin stays up, the shoulder stays up. And break. I don't like T-stepping. I like a natural breaking.
The T-step, what the T-step looks like, and then the way you prefer to do it, because we'll see both out here.
Look at these feet, because they're pretty quick now. Keep your eye on. They're pretty quick.
Go, get out. Go, push, get out. Finish.
Yeah, you catch the ball. You got to catch the ball.
Get out.
T-step right there.
Yeah, that's the T-step.
T-step right there.
Got to explode, though,
and it
too,
seems
man.
as though it's on your foot. That's not natural to turn your foot when you break it. That's something that's taught.
Stay low.
Yeah. You got to burst.
Got you.
You got to burst. Go get that thing.
You ready?
Starts with your stance.
Starts with a stance. 2
Starts
foot
with
back.
your stance, man.
T-step. 2 foot back. Stiff. A little stiff.
Wasted movement.
A little stiff.
You don't make plays in the league.
Yeah, I can remember guys like Patrick Peterson, you know, Tyrann Mathieu, man. Now, why am I keep mentioning these guys from LSU for some strange
Come on,
reason,
man.
Jamal?
Let's take it away.
Nice.
Hold on a sec. We're working on our microphones.
Finish it.
I like the shoulder
Henderson's
stand
had a
low.
good workout.
Come on. Let me see. Let me see it. Little T. Little T. Little T. He was smooth with great ball skills. Big.
All right, Kim, take it away.
Sorry about that, Rich. Just spoke with Jeff Okudah. He took a hit to the neck and head area. He told me no more to do the jumps. That's up in the air, but we won't see him in drills, which is, of course, what we want to see from him. And then there's Javelin Guidry, who I'm told is done for the day.
Okay. 4.29 official, which is tied for the 3rd fastest time at a combine since 2003 by a defensive back. The only one's faster, Jalen Myrick.
He was in the 4.2s, yeah.
4.28 and Stanford Route. Remember Stanford?
He's from SMU, I believe, right?
Houston.
Yep. Got a game ground, man.
Success in the NFL with some of the names that are on this list here.
Get out of there.
Not great with that group.
Finish.
Ball caught. Tom Brady.
That's it,
Tom Brady going to.
Not have to see him twice a year soon, Jamal.
And I would be lying if I said I would not be happy.
There we go.
Possible that actually happens. Today's March 1st. We are 17 days away from the new league year beginning, and
That's a drop. That's a drop step and a
As a DB,
T-step
your shoe
there.
cannot come off, man. Start with your feet.
Prime, talk about the importance of keeping your feet underneath you in this
You
drill.
gotta keep your shoulders over your knees, guys. Your shoulders gotta stay over your knees, and you gotta stagger those feet. And you want to be up on a toe, you know. And that foot has to go back first. I think that the start of this thing is some of them are doing wrong, but they're doing wrong from the start.
Get out. There we go. Stay down.
And their feet, if the feet are not staying up under them,
That they're getting away from the feet are out too far.
And you got to use your arms to give you that momentum.
That's a big corner.
Yeah, that's a big corner. And that's what
Kendall Victor sent back to start.
You ready? Pedal. Get out. There we go. Stay down. Pedal. Get out.
Get out.
Makes the grab. Omar Jackson giving another shot at it.
big corner, man.
Get out. There we go.
That's a big, thick corner.
Thick corner.
Get out.
Get off them heels.
Yeah, on them heels.
Yeah, he's a
Jerry Rice was part of it this year. You'll see that later. He came in to race against a wonderful philanthropist, businessman named Mark Laurie, who's adopted this, has been very generous. Michael Rubin, who's the CEO of Fanatics, and Laurie put a little wager on whether Barry in the 40.
That's good for the kids.
You gonna tell us what happened, Rich? You gonna just leave
No,
us?
it's called a tease, Prime. It's called a tease. And then the Run Rich Run later on will also feature a around 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I also want to thank, well, I have right here, if you don't mind, my friends at Wheels Up for getting them here too. So, Humans, Kenny Dichter and his folks at Wheels Up.
It sounds like a plane.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, long story short, that's later on, and everybody, I would love that.
Hey, Dion, C.J. Henderson from Florida is best in show, and I don't think it's been particularly close.
Hey, you guys, Jamal is seeing this in a whole nother way.
Way different.
He's he's coaching.
Though, like some of these guys are so strained.
Yeah, gotta relax.
But when Henderson has been up there, looks different.
Oh, yeah. 11-2.
He's going to run in the 4-3.
You got to be able to run.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, 42.
You think he's going to run the 4-2s? Jim Jones?
Rich, one of my favorite parts.
It's my favorite drill right here, man.
Go ahead, Kim.
Great for the kids doing the drills. I think it's great for the league to have Terrell Austin right there running his drill just like it was.
We hear the end of that, maybe 8 years. I'll probably stop hitting him on that.
Come on, come on, come on. Hey, guys, don't
Just again, this is a drill that he...
Explain that.
Yeah, no doubt, man, because it's real football. You know what I mean? This happens in the game. Quarterback, he's not throwing to you. Understand that. He throwing to that receiver, and that receiver know where he's going. We don't know where the receiver's going, so this is a good drill.
40. This is Stephon Diggs' brother.
Come on, come on, run.
He's got outstanding ball skills, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
Have we ever seen...
Drive first.
Have we ever seen a brother cover a brother in Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders.
I didn't know what you was talking about. I'm sorry.
Hey, Prime, we're talking about there's some brothers like Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Joey Bosa, and I said
sibling cover a sibling.
Rich, let me give you an example. Several years ago,
yes,
what we said, we had the brother.
Yeah.
Wrong foot up.
Man, I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I opened my mouth.
Gotta be R1, brother.
See, guys.
Glazer just texted me. He thinks Rondé covered Tiki one game.
How's that happen?
That's what Jay said.
All that cover too.
I'm at a real receiver.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come on,
drive first.
Back to what I was saying, guys. Depending on how guys talk. Some guys are taught out of there when they open up. You want to see them open, drop the hips, drive. And as Jamal alluded to earlier, text tweets from their mom and them.
But it's a fact. I mean, they don't ask him to do it. They just play butt to the sideline and keep your eyes in and play that cover forward.
That hurts the player.
Be deep. He wants the other team to take time to score because they feel like they're going to do something stupid within several plays.
Open. Come on.
I don't think we did that in middle school, man.
Yeah.
Butt to the sideline.
Butt to the sideline.
You see it, though.
I want to say that. Where my homie at?
No doubt.
Come on. Go good.
It's not bad.
Eyes. Everything's open to just help him. You know, that's what it's about.
Who's big brother?
Big brother got to be Pat, man. Honestly, it's Pat or Ryan Clark. You know,
he's a great guy.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
I pick up a phone and hit him up sometimes when I see him on TV, just spitting the gospel, man, and just putting it down, telling the truth. I like it that they give respect to. Everybody's game is equal on an equal level, but it's one guy who they respect a lot more. Yeah.
But big brother.
Yeah. I see you, Rich. I see you, Rich. You know I love your thought process, man.
Oh, man, I love you.
A humble host.
There we go, good. Remember, all vision, right? Come on, kid. Here we go. Walk. Pedal. Open. Come on. Good.
Well, you pointed to that thing, didn't you?
All right, that's it.
When Junior Seau played in that Rose Bowl. I've never seen it in my entire life.
He had a rare combination of speed, instincts, and toughness.
Yes, he did. I like the new drills.
Okay.
You know, I'm an old creature habit. I stick with it, man. I like stick with it. I eat the same breakfast every year, every day.
Over the hoops.
This way.
Man, this is... Gotta be under...
This way.
Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. Catch your finish to the toe. Finish. Slow down.
3 nights worth today in the afternoon into the early evening, and then out the door to pro days and free agency.
Shook up Twitter a little bit with the
by throwing out
Brady to the Niners.
Jamal, what you think about this?
What's that?
Nice job.
Brady.
Nice job. Good rep. Back pedal.
I can see that, man. I can definitely see that there, or I say Vegas. He's going to Vegas.
He ain't gonna win in Vegas. I got a Samsonite.
So the 49ers make the Super Bowl. They've paid all this money to Garoppolo.
Yep.
And then they're not gonna win with Tom Brady. I mean, please. But do you think, and that would be in terms of Brady ending his career other than in New England?
Don't understand.
That's where he wanted to go,
So
as opposed to Moose drafting Giovanni Carmazzi back in the day. We love having fun with him.
It makes sense for everybody.
But, I mean, Garoppolo you could have for many more years there.
And that's what New England wants, right?
There you go, good.
Okay, New England wants somebody who makes sense.
Well, if it's Garoppolo being traded somewhere, why do they have to trade him to New England?
Well, because New England needs a quarterback.
No, I'm
aware of that, but I mean...
I'm just trying to make everybody happy. That's who I am. I'm Sanders Claus.
What I'm saying, then Garoppolo, that then becomes they have to trade him. Why do they have to trade him to New England is my point. They could trade him anywhere and get maybe even more than what.
First brother. I mean brother for real, Rich.
Good Lord. $1 million against the cap of dead money if the Niners trade Garoppolo.
And you're saying?
That's peanuts, right?
Especially the cap's going to go up. That could be.
I'm just trying to get it interesting, man. We have the best professional game there is. Just trying to make it interesting.
Well, it's going to be fascinating over the next 3 weeks.
Right here.
I believe it too.
Familiarity with the coaching
staff.
staff.
You don't see Tom in San Diego? Well, not San Diego.
Well,
the Chargers.
The Chargers
They got a
made
solid
the playoffs.
defense now.
They got a lot of good players. They just got to fix the offensive line.
Yeah, but if I had my choice, come on.
Yeah, San Fran.
That's a big pick. You can't.
Right.
Okay.
It's a lot.
But I mean, you have an All-Pro in Pouncey who was hurt last year. You had Russell Okung, who's been a Pro Bowl player. So you get 2 guys back. So you got to fill out a couple more.
Bad job, offensive line. Is there any linemen out there holler at me? High school.
I got a couple, man. I got a couple back home.
Let's make a deal.
We've seen the gauntlet drill before at the Combine every year with the wide receivers, and today we're going to get a chance to see the defensive backs have a crack at this thing, see how they catch the football. Can they stay on the line? Let's go back and watch when he was coming out of South Carolina doing this drill. Meet the ball, stay on the line. Keep your speed up as you go. Show me you got some working against the Packers, some RPOs, working against the Seahawks. Catching it on the move, another RPO slant. There he is. Similar.
Don't jump, though.
You might as well put on the spikes, man.
I think they told these quarterbacks to gear it down a little bit.
They asked the quarterbacks to see.
Or give him a different colored shirt. Give him a penny or something.
Golly.
That's what happened. Their eyes are on the wrong guy.
There's so many people out here, and you know, some people nervous. Look at him.
That's not his fault.
No. Too high. Good grab.
Has any of these quarterbacks? He throwing up money in joint. He throwing up money right now.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. Good job, young man. Come on, you playing, man. Almost set the curve.
He's great at it, though.
Can Booker get half? That's all I'm saying.
Run.
So the interesting thing is now, obviously, it's an interception. So Diggs should be good at this. He's a former wide receiver. It's a family business.
Yeah, his sibling knows how to catch.
You know how good it is. This family has the field right now, man. With that ball.
Got that mentality, man.
Take off and run.
Run, K, baby. Turn it up.
That was a nice rip
finish,
bro.
Yep. He's like, hey, man, you're on it. That's what Dick said. You are on it. He asked was I Deion Warwick or Deion Sanders. That's what he said.
Hey, Prime, see if you got a text from Garoppolo.
I don't know about that.
I'm not putting Garoppolo down. I love me some Garoppolo. Trust me.
Bad boy.
No, I'm saying that would be interesting to him going back.
Guess what it want. Mystery.
That would make San Francisco the favorite.
I mean, they were a quarter away from winning it.
Well, let's not take nothing away from
the Chiefs.
From New England now. I mean, you know.
They need some more. They need some more weapons,
they
man.
Well, first of all, the two they had it.
No doubt.
Let's see how Holmes does this. He's had a really good workout.
Holmes is a good player, man. I've been knowing this kid since high school. Solid.
He's confident.
Nice.
Back in high school, the MVP at our camp. That was the best of the best camp. How's everyone handle the new schedule?
I hear mixed things. A lot of times it depends on how old you are.
You know, that's what I heard. I heard a lot of coaches like, man, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Like, because they can't get a flight out right now tonight. They got to stay extra day.
Yep. Because the day of my combine drills, man.
Wow.
Man, I couldn't even open my eyes, man.
So for the players to have a later start, that's got to be a good thing.
I would have loved this. A later start. I'm
You
put
know
on the
what
show,
time
huh?
it is. You
Oh,
know
yeah, I knew
what time it
Hey,
is.
this is how I feed my family, so I knew what time it was.
You've been here for about an hour. We're going to ask you to do this again next year, okay?
And I promise I'll be here.
Okay, good. I'm already doing this right now, and I haven't even
right here,
spoken
man,
to
with Prime,
anybody
man.
in the truck yet.
I'll be right here.
I'm just saying, like, you were next in line.
You know, at least 20 went in front of you. That's what drives coaches insane.
Yeah.
You mess up a draw. They had people
I
that went
just look
before
at
you.
him. I'm a high school coach. I just look at him and say, just go. Just go. Just go.
No doubt.
He's drifting all over the place.
Yeah, he's a little nervous on the catch.
Man, they're going to get him on quick.
I think the quarterbacks didn't want to throw it too hard, man. They wanted to start it right.
Run, get going. Good hands. Good hands.
Good hands.
Yeah, he do.
The draft room just got to move that card over one column to the safety column.
But you know what? I feel like as long as he's playing in the NFL uniform, he does not mind.
I remember Sixes was a corner, and they put him back at safety. Picked off a bunch of balls for the Atlanta Falcons.
And the guy who started off at corner who ended up being the ace.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, nice finish.